This footage captures the deceptive calm just moments before a storm of violence would erupt. A short time later, police would receive a frantic phone call from Courtney Clenney, her chilling words describing a horrific scene. Her boyfriend was bleeding out. What could possibly lead to this moment of sheer terror? How does a glamorous OnlyFans star, with a fan base of 2 million followers and a future that seemed limitless, become the central figure in a brutal and shocking murder case? Welcome to Beyond the Crime, where we dig past the headlines and into the heart of the story. If you're ready for the truth, like, share, and subscribe to join the investigation. Courtney Clenney was born on the 21st of April, 1996, in Austin, Texas. She had a privileged upbringing, living in a nice neighborhood and attending a private school. At the age of 13, Courtney discovered her love for drama, theater, and dance. She would approach her parents about beginning dance lessons, and they would enthusiastically support her. Courtney was a naturally gifted girl at both dance and theater. The lessons she took required her to maintain good fitness, and this soon led Courtney to developing a passion for exercise and body image. By her late teens, she was competing in both regional and state fitness competitions, and before long, Courtney was picked up by EHP Labs as a sponsored athlete. After graduating high school, Courtney attended a private college where she studied hard to become a personal trainer. When she had done so, she went to Los Angeles to focus on growing a fan base on social media. Taking on the name Courtney Tailor, on social media, Courtney began innocently enough with her social media posts featuring workouts and fitness tips. However, as time went on, her content strategy shifted dramatically. Courtney noticed that pictures she posted in swimsuits and more revealing clothing generated far more engagement, increasing her follower count at an exponential rate. Using this to her advantage, her content evolved from fitness modeling to sexually suggestive and, eventually, explicit adult material. It did not take long before Courtney had amassed a following of more than 1 million fans on Instagram alone. With this level of success, companies began knocking at her door for sponsorship deals. If one were to look briefly at her Instagram, you would see posts for everything from tooth whitening to activewear, mixed in with her glamorous lifestyle content. Given this trajectory, it is little surprise that when OnlyFans became a mainstream platform, she was quick to sign up. On OnlyFans, a site known for creator-driven adult content, Courtney's work crossed the line from risque modeling into outright pornography. She produced and sold explicit videos and photos, catering to a large, paying subscriber base. This venture proved incredibly lucrative, reportedly earning her over $3 million in less than 2 years. Indeed, it seemed as if there was no stopping Courtney's popularity as her Instagram reached over 2 million followers. She was still in her early 20s. It could certainly be said that Courtney had well and truly established herself as an influencer and adult content creator, though she still publicly described herself as a fitness model. In the year 2020, Courtney announced to the world that she was in a new romantic relationship, as her social media posts began to regularly feature her boyfriend, named Christian Obumseli, who was best known to his friends as Toby. Toby was born and raised in Plano, Texas. He attended Plano East Senior High School before studying communications at Texas Tech University. Toby was known as a compassionate guy with a kind and caring nature. It was his kind smile and boyish charm that had first attracted Courtney to Toby after the two had been introduced through mutual friends. Given her popularity and status, Courtney had regularly drawn the attention of men, but she found many of these men rather egotistical, and it was something that she found unflattering. But Toby came across differently. He took the time to get to know the real her, instead of treating her like a means to further his own popularity. Toby was himself quite successful in his own right, owning a successful consulting company and making a substantial income as a cryptocurrency trader. Soon after the two met, Courtney and Toby would make their relationship official. Both had announced on their social media feeds that they were together, and it was filled with cute couple shots as they wined and dined together. Toby began to dress in the latest designer clothing as a way to match his new love, who was already accustomed to the finer things in life. And after just a few short months, the two would move in together in a new luxury penthouse apartment in Florida. Between his income and her massive OnlyFans earnings, the couple were able to fund a rather lavish lifestyle, often dining at fancy restaurants and driving in luxury cars. From all appearances, Courtney and Toby were the perfect fit for each other. But their relationship was not as perfect behind closed doors as it appeared online. In fact, even when they went out in public, friends of theirs could tell that something didn't seem quite right between the couple. You see, Courtney Clenney, the intelligent all-American personal trainer, was having trouble separating from her online persona, Courtney Tailor, the seductive and popular adult film model. Rather than treating her explicit online work as a job, Courtney seemed to blend these two identities together until they were virtually indistinguishable from each other. She would be out late, partying most nights of the week, and soon became a familiar face at the nightclubs in and around Miami. She had taken to drinking for some time now, but it was at this point that it started to become a problem. Courtney received 2 DUIs, the second leading to 3 days in jail. Courtney's behavior was not only affecting her life. When she would drink, Courtney would become increasingly more violent.
Sober for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And now why am I not sober? Because of you. Like, you're hindering my progress.
You need to sit down. You need to sit
Let go of me. Let go of me.
Come on.
Let go of me.
Okay.
Come on, boy. Let go of me.
You don't even hit me.
Christian, I'm fed up with you. I'm fed up with how you treat me.
No, you're telling me I touched her breast yesterday when I
You did. I didn't say you touched it.
You said I did.
You were leaning. Yo, you were dumb as I actually don't want to be with you. Actually, I'm done.
Okay.
Can you send him home?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm done.
Okay, fine.
Done. You were flirting with like 3 girls the whole time.
What 3 girls? What 3 girls? You?
Well, maybe it didn't matter.
This caused her to yell and curse at her boyfriend Toby when she was intoxicated, which was becoming much of the time. She would even drag him out of dinners with friends and clubs and social events and scream at him, accusing him of seeing other women.
And you know you're toxic.
Yeah. Like in my life, I don't like anybody to tell me what to do.
Yeah, so you only want him to tell you what to do in the bedroom. Other than that, you don't want him to tell you anything.
Right. No, that's exactly it, yes.
So that sounds like you're a control freak with your relationships.
It was around this time that Courtney began to appear in podcast interviews, and she even went so far as to proudly describe herself as a toxic girlfriend. It was clear that she took lightly the way she had treated Toby. As time went on, friends noticed yet another particularly disturbing trait of Courtney's fights with Toby. She would often become physical, with Courtney pushing Toby around and slapping him in the face. Toby would resist the attacks and would grab Courtney by her arms in an attempt to stop the blows. Toby always seemed to be attempting to de-escalate the confrontations by telling Courtney to calm down, but this only served to ramp her anger up further. In one such instance, friends found Toby at the bottom of a set of stairs in a club after Courtney had dragged him off to accuse him of looking at another woman. This is what we know from the way the couple acted in public. We can only imagine what it must have been like behind closed doors. What we do know is that police were called multiple times to their apartment, as neighbors called complaining about their fights. Sometimes the fight would be over by the time the police arrived, in which case both Toby and Courtney would deny any problems. In other instances, the officers would have to physically separate the two. On one occasion, police documented that they had seen several bruises on Courtney's arms and legs. On another occasion, neighbors complained that they saw Courtney pushing Toby around in the elevator lobby. In the 3-month period after the pair had moved into their new apartment, police had been called on multiple occasions for domestic disturbances. It had gotten so bad that the staff of the building were in the process of evicting the couple due to the disturbances and their fights, and the problems it caused for other residents. As the romance between Toby and Courtney deteriorated, so did their work relationship. Christian himself was involved in the business, helping manage the very account where she sold intimate pornographic content to other men. This created a complex and fraught dynamic, blurring the lines between their personal relationship and their controversial business partnership. Courtney paid him a portion of her earnings, and she also covered the cost for their apartment and expenses. Initially, Courtney seemed to be enjoying buying Toby expensive gifts, like designer clothes and other experiences, and after particularly bad fights, she would often apologize to Toby with such gifts. After one fight where Courtney demanded that Toby move out and threw all of his suitcases off the balcony of their apartment in a fit of rage, the next day, to make up for what she had done, she gave Toby a full set of Louis Vuitton luggage, laughing at her own self-described toxic girlfriend behavior. Over time, they became known as one of those on-again, off-again couples, breaking up and then reconciling week to week. As with many toxic relationships, their violent fights would usually be followed by a calm period. They would go back to posting their travel experiences or flashing their designer accessories, and things appeared to settle down between them. During these times, they seemed as in love with each other as they had been when they first met. Friends of Toby would take these opportunities to ask if he was okay. They would ask him why he didn't just leave her, telling him that he didn't deserve to be beat on all the time. During these conversations, Toby would defend Courtney, saying she was only acting like that when she was drinking or stressed out. And he would claim that she was actually really nice when you got to know her. He was patient with her and believed that he could help her get through this difficult period in her life. But friends close to the couple noticed that Courtney started complaining about Toby wanting money from her. She would say that he wasn't paying his way, that whatever she did, it was never enough, and that he had become addicted to the lifestyle she was paying for. She appeared to be resentful about this, and even contacted her accountant about cutting him off from the share of her earnings that Toby was currently receiving. It didn't take long for the cracks in their relationship to grow, and it was becoming clear to Toby that their relationship was not working. So, in March of 2022, Toby decided to call it quits once and for all and move out. Toby wasn't resentful. Rather, he was a forgiving guy who genuinely cared about Courtney. He kept in touch with her, checking to make sure that she was okay, and visiting the dogs the couple had shared. He would often go back to the apartment to spend time with her, claiming that they were just friends, and he didn't want things to end badly with her. Even once Toby had decided their relationship was over for good, he wouldn't say a bad word about Courtney, telling friends she was just going through a hard time and that it would all come right soon, and that he was genuinely happy for her. On April 3rd, 2022, Courtney invited Toby to the apartment they had once shared. Around 1:15 p.m., Toby took the dogs for a walk and picked up some lunch for himself and Courtney from Subway. After the walk, he was seen entering Courtney's apartment around 4:32 p.m. We have no way of knowing what precisely happened next, but we do know this. At 4:57 p.m., the police received a 911 call from Courtney stating that she needed an ambulance for her boyfriend, who had been stabbed.
One operator, what is the address of your emergency? Area man, please.
3101. It's 130, so 130.
Ma'am, listen to me. You need to stop screaming on the line and give me the address.
3101.
You're gonna die. I can't feel my arm.
3101.
I can't feel my arm.
Ma'am.
So my boyfriend is dying of a stab.
Ma'am, what is the address?
What's that? What's the address?
3131.
3131 Northeast 7th Ave. Please, God, please. Come see my boyfriend.
Ma'am, is this a house apartment or a business?
512-745-3582.
Is this a house apartment or a business?
Baby, I'm so sorry. Baby.
Ma'am, can you hear me?
If you have a stab wound to his shoulder, you can sit down.
What do you mean he has a stab wound on his shoulder, ma'am?
Yes, he's bleeding from his shoulder.
Rescue, this is PD Physician Juliet. The caller, ma'am, hold on one moment. The caller advised the address is 3131 Northeast 7th Avenue, 31 Northeast 7th Avenue. The phone number is verified. The caller advised that her boyfriend has a stab wound.
Okay, is this a house, apartment, or a business?
Listen, please, God, please, please, God,
Listen, ma'am. sending help. I need you to tell me exactly what happened. I'm sending help. How old is he? Ma'am, how old is he?
Police quickly arrived at Courtney's house.
Right here. Police are here. Right here. Police are here. Police are here. Shh. Hey, come here. Come on. Come on. Come here. Get up. Why? You leave. Get up. Get up right now. You get up right now.
Why are you going to keep him right? I just want to keep him
Get up right now. Mommy, go home.
Wait, how?
Listen. Get up right now.
Baby, wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
What's your name? Courtney?
Courtney. Just keep him sitting up right. Leave
Courtney, listen to me. Get up. Get up. Come on. You gotta get the dogs in.
Okay.
Get up.
Just please go. Please
listen. Get him up. Get up right now. You can drop him on the floor. I'll help him out. Get up.
Oh, no. No, I can't.
Get up.
I can't let this. Okay.
Let go.
Wait, it wasn't me. Guys,
Relax.
Why? No, guys.
Relax.
Boss, what's going on? Hey, you good? What do you have?
Relax.
What are you doing from? Yo,
Guys, please.
Relax. Sit down.
Here. Okay.
Sit down.
Just let me.
Sit down.
Okay. Baby, come here. Just sit down. Please, just make sure he's okay.
they're gonna be okay.
Okay. Jesse, come here, baby.
Stay right there.
Come on, boys. Come on, sit down.
Francis.
Dime.
By fire rescue. He's not breathing.
Grab this radio. No, grab that radio.
Come here.
What happened, bro? 524.
Oh my God.
That one in the shoulder.
Can I just like rinse all?
No. Oh.
I'm covered in blood. I'm covered in my boyfriend's
Miami, we're gonna need fire rescue. Immediately, we have an unresponded male. The apartment's full of blood.
The other one is right here.
Okay.
I was
Ranger.
really scared. I just think I didn't. I'm covered in blood from holding.
Dime.
Ask her what happened. I only see a wound to the shoulder. That's all I see.
I called my mom because I was getting scared.
As long as he's not going over there, leave him
Guys,
there.
I really don't care. Like, if you like anybody takes like in for anything, I just want to make sure that he's gonna be okay. Please, like, tell me what's going on. I'm looking you I'm looking you in the eyes, girl. Like, please tell me if he's okay. Can I please stand up and see?
No, ma'am.
Please, like, if it was your fucking wife.
No, ma'am.
Hey, Danny, can you stay up here, please?
I'm gonna get paramedics.
Ranger.
Danny, I need you.
Jesse.
Keep this open.
Jesse. Ranger.
They won't tell me if my
Ranger.
Guys, please tell me what's going on.
Ranger.
Come on, like there's
Ranger.
I was scared. Please tell me if he's okay.
Jesse.
Hey, if I get up and look, am I
Jesse.
getting in trouble?
No.
Okay. You said I'm not gonna get
No,
trouble.
you can't get up. You stay right there.
Are you married?
You stay right
Are
there.
you married?
You stay right there.
I'm covered in his blood because I'm trying to save him.
I understand
I'm trying to save him.
I understand that.
And if I don't, and you can't, then
Okay.
what will I do with
All
my
right.
life? I need him. He's like my other half.
Dime. Huh?
But I'm gonna be covered in blood. I look crazy. I was holding him while he was spurting blood, trying to stop the blood.
Okay. So I need you to explain to me exactly what happened. I need you to be calm, okay, and explain to me exactly what happened so we can
I
get
just feel like I'm gonna throw up because I feel like he might, it looked like y'all were carrying him out on a body bag.
Yeah, because we couldn't get him on the stretcher because it's too small of a thing.
Okay, that's good to know.
Okay.
I really want to be there. He's even want me to be there.
I understand that, but I need you to talk to me right now. I need you to explain to me.
Okay. So I broke up with him about a week ago. My mom came out.
Okay. You both live here?
Yeah, it's my name on it, but he lives here. So we
Okay.
sorry.
But are you staying here?
Yes, we were gonna move because we just gonna get a golden retriever.
Okay, but you came here or you were already here today?
We were already
She lives.
Okay.
Yeah.
we were already here. So I had broken up with him about a week ago. And he was staying around the apartment. My mom was here to like help me get him out, but I didn't want him out. Would you be able to rock some left?
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So you broke up about a week ago.
Wow.
Yes, and then my mom left yesterday.
4524. Go ahead.
Whatever, and then and I was thinking, his grandma lives in Nigeria.
The detective went to the hospital. The detective went to the hospital. And after she comes to the hospital, she's gonna come talk to you. She'll let you know.
Okay, but no.
Listen, we just need something to cover you up.
I know, but I just don't want to be covered in blood.
That's not enough. We cannot wash you. We cannot do anything.
Okay, I know, but please, like you're making me look like it's
Just-
like, and when I go in there, can I please just get my t-shirt and sweatpants?
Courtney,
You gotta say that.
what part of we cannot do anything with you, or you don't understand?
You didn't like me the other day when there wasn't, and when I didn't do anything.
Did I say that?
No, but you
No.
gave me the vibe, like man,
So-
like I'm just like.
Okay, so unfortunately right now, like we explained already many times, we have to wait here because we're conducting this investigation. We got to get to the bottom of what happened, and the detectives are going to talk to you. Right now, you cannot move, wash, go anywhere. You can just so stay comfortable there.
Oh, for like investigations thing.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
While Courtney was on the phone with 911, Toby could be heard in the background saying that he was losing feeling in his arm and that he might be dying, to which Courtney would reply, "I'm so sorry, baby," before disconnecting the call. Minutes later, police arrived at Courtney's apartment and discovered a body and a gruesome scene. Toby lay on the ground, gray and lifeless, and bleeding. Courtney knelt beside him, wearing just a bra and sweatpants covered in blood from head to toe. She was surprisingly calm given the shocking situation, but police assumed it was due to shock. While paramedics worked quickly to get Toby to a hospital in a desperate attempt to save his life, Courtney was moved out to the balcony so a scene examination could begin. She was seen sitting and kissing and snuggling with her dogs while police processed the apartment. Police later joined Courtney on the balcony to ask exactly how Toby came to be stabbed and left fighting for his life. Courtney claimed that Toby had become violent with her, screaming, yelling, and attacking her. In fear for her safety, she had picked up a knife from the kitchen and had thrown it at him in an attempt to ward off his attacks. She claimed the knife had struck him in the chest and that she had called 911 immediately when she realized he was bleeding. She hadn't meant for it to happen, but she said she had no choice. Toby had begun choking her, and throwing the knife was her only means of defense. Courtney arranged for her lawyer to meet her at the police station, where she went voluntarily with the police to make a formal statement claiming self-defense. While Courtney assisted police by answering their questions,
anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to have a lawyer with you during questioning. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I got a chance to talk to Christian today.
To who?
Christian.
Who's Christian? Oh.
The victim.
They haven't told me his name yet.
I'm the victim. He's definitely the victim. What'd you say? This is like, I was sitting there in a freaking puddle of my boyfriend's blood, begging him to like, please not like fucking give up on me. Like, man, like this shit is fucking serious. So, I don't think I'm necessarily in trouble, but like I just would like to.
We just want to hear your side of the story and what occurred, so we can piece this together and come to an understanding. Yeah.
Yeah, fortunately we weren't there. You were, so there's no better person to tell than you.
And it took so long for I don't know what I honestly, it was such a blur.
So you grabbed the knife.
Because I grabbed a knife. I grabbed a knife and I said, like, pretty much just like, don't get any close to me. And then You know what I mean? Said something, you know what I mean? And then I just threw it. And I really
How exactly did you throw it? Did you just throw like that?
How many times?
No, how exactly did you throw it? Like you threw it like this, or kind of like you flung it at him overhead, or how did that?
Oh, I just flung it.
You just flung it over your head, or from
like this.
Okay.
So
from like beside your head.
Holding it, yeah. So not like okay, like I'm holding it like this. This is not the knife, the
blade,
right? The blade.
Okay.
I for dang sure did not stab him. That would be insane. I mean, I didn't even think that this would touch him. If I could have been given all these questions, I could be like, maybe let me think about it. Or when I'm trying to remember a whole situation of where I was very upset about something, which I've learned this in therapy and whatever. It's write down all the details so you don't forget. Just write it all out clearly so that it makes sense to you and makes sense to somebody else. But I haven't had a chance to have a pen and paper or my phone to write down exactly what happened. And I haven't really even fully thought about it.
Yeah.
So honestly, my answer is I don't remember. But that just didn't happen. So it's he moved from Christian to me. It seemed like he just wanted to cause trouble.
Yeah.
So the police were involved yesterday when there shouldn't have been. I don't not think that this was. I don't know. I really don't know if this is justified at all. I actually don't know.
Well, that's what
I really don't know because I know I was scared, but I really don't know.
Toby had arrived at Jackson Memorial Hospital, but sadly, despite desperate attempts to save his life, he was pronounced dead soon after arriving. As Courtney continued with her statement,
so we have to inform you that Christian did not make it. Okay. Unfortunately, the doctors did what they could. And
Christian is dead.
Yeah.
Oh my God. This is not real, right? Okay. No, there's no fucking way. Christian died? Can I please have a hug? Am I allowed to do that in here?
Sure. Yeah.
Relax. No.
Calm down. Take deep breaths.
I've been crying so much.
Don't.
And I just can't even cry right now.
officers saw that she was very distraught by everything that had happened, and they began to fear that she might be at risk of hurting herself, so she was admitted voluntarily to a psychiatric ward. After taking Courtney's statement, police reviewed their records and saw the number of times they had responded to the apartment just recently for noise complaints and domestic disturbances. This clued police into the story of Courtney and Toby being involved in an abusive and toxic relationship, and this had just been the unfortunate and tragic result. Within just 24 hours of investigation, Toby's death was ruled as a domestic incident, and the case would be closed. Courtney was discharged from the psychiatric unit within 48 hours and was freed without charges, able to return home without further consequence. Meanwhile, Toby's family were devastated by the death of their loved one, and they found it difficult to come to terms with his death. Their kind and loving son and brother had been stabbed just days before his 28th birthday, and now the person whom they believed was responsible for his murder was free to go back to her normal life. They found it impossible to believe that Courtney was simply defending herself from violent attacks. They knew the kind nature of Toby and had become familiar with the abusive and often violent nature of Courtney. The turbulent nature of their relationship made it hard to believe that Toby had attacked and choked a person that he loved and cared so deeply for. They were convinced that, rather, It was Courtney who was to blame for the violent and untimely death of their loved one. But in spite of the family's insistence, the police persisted in their determination that they believe Courtney's claim that she was defending herself from an act of domestic violence when she stabbed Toby. Courtney had retained a lawyer who convinced police that Toby was the aggressor in their relationship and that Courtney had suffered at his hands for some time. They cited the many 911 calls and police visits as evidence that Courtney was a victim and that Toby's stabbing was a tragic but justified outcome of his abuse towards her. While Toby's family continued to believe in his innocence because of a lack of voice, it was difficult to prove that Toby had indeed suffered at the hands of Courtney rather than the other way around. Despite the odds being stacked against them, Toby's family hired a lawyer, digging into everything they could find out about Courtney's past. Soon, it became clear that this wasn't the first domestic violence incident that Courtney had been involved in. There were whispered reports of Courtney attempting to stab a previous boyfriend and claims that she was responsible for breaking the jaw of a bodybuilder, Sean Roden, in 2017. There was also a domestic battery charge on record from July of 2021 after Courtney attacked Toby in a hotel room in Las Vegas.
Anything violent?
No.
Okay. So, how do you pronounce your first name? I'm sorry, I hate butchering people. Huh?
Courtney.
Courtney. All right, I'm sorry, I was reading your last name. All right. And your last name, how do you pronounce it?
Clenney.
Clenney. Okay, that's the one that I needed to figure out. So, why am I here? What's going on?
My boyfriend and I just got into like a loud argument, calling each other names. The way that it started was really just like, he was upset with me because I fell asleep before dinner last night. And so he was just calling me names and I woke up. And we were going back and forth, like getting really loud. And I decided to call because we were getting really loud. It wasn't because I was like scared or anything. He wouldn't hurt me. But I felt that we were either going to get kicked out or wake people up or something because it was just like escalating. That really is the main reason that I called, is because I didn't want, the embarrassment of getting a call about it.
So you called once again for what? Why did you call for help?
Because we were getting really loud.
Okay.
And I thought it was going to disturb everybody, so I felt the need to have him removed from the room.
So you wanted him, why were you guys arguing about it?
Well, like I said, I think it was just like him being upset with me over me falling asleep last night.
So who started the argument?
In this incident, she had thrown a glass at Toby's head. Though it narrowly missed him and Toby was uninjured, Courtney still was arrested and charged in that incident. All of this, along with her arrests for driving under the influence, built a disturbing image of Courtney, showing her volatile nature and predisposition towards violence. Eventually, at the insistence of Toby's family and their lawyer, police were convinced to reopen the investigation into Toby's death. Phone records would reveal that Courtney had 2 phone calls with her mother close to the time in which Toby had been stabbed. In interviews with Courtney's mother, she revealed that she had heard Courtney yelling at Toby, saying that he was a liar and ordering him to leave the apartment. Based on the time of Courtney's 911 call, police believed Toby was stabbed roughly 13 minutes before Courtney had called for help. Phone records also revealed that 30 minutes after Courtney's 911 call, her mother texted her to advise her not to speak with police without an attorney present and to make sure that she mentioned self-defense. As for Courtney's claims that she threw the knife across the room in an attempt to escape Toby's attack, the medical examiner determined that a throw from that distance would not have caused a wound like the one that killed Toby. The angle of Toby's injury showed a stabbing with a downward thrust from the blade into his chest where it pierced a major artery. This wound could only have occurred from a very close-range attack. To add further doubts to the claim that Toby was attacking and choking her when she stabbed him, there were no signs of defensive marks on Courtney's body. The blood was found throughout the apartment, including 2 large pools which had formed around Toby's body. This indicated that a significant period of time had passed before police and paramedics arrived, confirming police suspicions that Courtney had waited for some time after the attack before calling for help. It would take 4 months of relentless pressure from Toby's family before police would formally charge Courtney with murder, but their efforts would prove fruitful, as on the 10th of August 2022, while in a rehabilitation center in Hawaii, Courtney was arrested and charged with second-degree murder of Toby. Courtney was in Hawaii, receiving treatment for substance abuse and post-traumatic stress disorder at the time of her arrest. The following day, she attended a hearing where she agreed to be extradited from Hawaii to face the second-degree murder charges in Florida, where the incident had occurred. She was extradited to Florida in late August 2022 and booked into a correctional center in Miami-Dade County. She has been held without bond since her arrest. Investigators held a news conference, and the Miami-Dade County State Attorney, Catherine Fernandez Rundle, publicly released Courtney's arrest warrant. Rundle said that evidence did not depict Toby as the aggressor and that police now believe that she did not act in self-defense. They added that their investigation concluded that Toby was unarmed during the fight and that he was, in fact, the victim of domestic violence. Courtney had been free during the months between Toby's murder and her arrest. It appeared that she had continued on with her life as if nothing happened. Video emerged of her at a bar just days after his death, only leaving when a member of the public yelled at her for murdering her boyfriend. Nothing had been uploaded on her Instagram or OnlyFans page since 3 days before Toby's murder. Courtney's defense lawyer said the examiner's opinions will not stand up to specific scientific scrutiny in court, and that their plan is to argue self-defense at the impending trial. While he agreed that Toby and Courtney's relationship was tumultuous, he claimed that Courtney was the victim and that Toby was the primary aggressor. Since her arrest, the case has been embroiled in pre-trial motions and legal disputes. A trial date has been set for December 1st, 2025. In March 2025, the lead prosecutor on the case, Khalil Quinnen, stepped down and was replaced by Assistant State Attorney Sean Abuhoff. The computer hacking charges against Clenney's parents were dismissed, and the defense continues to file motions, including an attempt to have the entire state attorney's office removed from the case. We would like to hear your thoughts and opinions in the comments section regarding what you think happened on that dark, fateful day. Did Courtney act in self-defense against an abusive lover seeking to harm her? Or is Courtney harboring the dark secret that she indeed murdered her lover in a violent outburst of anger? Why would the police wait 4 months before charging Courtney? Is it possible that they were a little too quick to believe her story? Until we discover more information about this case in the upcoming trial, this is where our story will end for now. This investigation isn't over yet. We want to hear from you in the comments. If you're ready for more shocking cases, smash that like button and subscribe to Beyond the Crime. Hit the bell so you're the first to know when the next case drops. Until next time, stay safe and keep your eyes peeled. You never know what's lurking in the shadows.